I think I'm just bored, if I'm being honest. All of our bagels are done. This is the scoop neck cutout tennis dress, and this might be unhinged. You know, I'm just a girl after all. Outfit for today's run, as always, unfortunately, it's not a 5-star. Okay guys, outfit for today's run, as always, is full Lululemon. Whoa, I said that weird. Lululemon Shake It Out high-rise shorts in pink organza, and this is the mid-support flow Y bra, also in pink organza. Got my Garmin on. I have my toe socks, if you guys can see that, and I'm ready to run 30K this morning. I'm excited, a little tired, so we'll see how it goes, but I'll report back or I'll film some clips while I'm running. I also did this little like bubble braid, and I might wear my hair like this for the Disney marathon, but I need to figure out how to do it with my tiara. Anyways, I think I'm gonna wear this for my Disney race too. All right, you guys, we finished my second longest run of marathon prep this morning. 3 hours, approximately 30 kilometers. I don't know if I've said this on YouTube, but my Garmin doesn't really pick up the indoor track that well, so I've been going based on time instead of like exact distance on my watch, and it's worked for me. Okay, you guys, like it's really not that serious if you're a couple hundred meters off or whatever. I'm going based on time estimates, so I estimated about 3 hours today to finish my allotted time, and when I tell you I was exhausted by the end of it, but it was a good run. I listened to the new Sabrina Carpenter album, which is full of bangers, great for running. Then I listened to an episode of Giggly Squad, and then I listened to an episode of The Toast, and then I just listened to more music. So it was a good all over like experience for running. I am kind of off my audiobook game. I haven't been listening to Zodiac Academy in a bit. I think I'm just bored, if I'm being honest, so maybe I need to try a new audiobook. I'm not sure. Don't come for me. I know there's a lot of you guys that like Zodiac Academy, and I like it too. I think I just needed a bit of a break from it, and I go through phases with running. Sometimes I love listening to music, sometimes I love listening to podcasts, and sometimes it's like only audiobooks that work for me on my long runs. Today, it was podcasts and music, and that's okay. It got me through. So yes, my taper has officially started. I had this 30-kilometer run today, and then things really start tapering down. Next weekend, I'll be running the Disneyland half marathon, which I'm so excited for. I'm dressing up as a princess with one of my friends, so it'll just be like so wholesome. And that race, yes, it's like 21 kilometers, 21.1, whatever, but I'm not going into the race with any sort of a time goal, because the one fun thing about one of the fun things about Disney races is that they do open some of the rides, so you can like get on the rides during the race, and obviously that's going to elongate your race time. So I don't care if it takes me 4 hours to run a half marathon. If I get to go on rides and enjoy the Disneyland experience, that's truly what matters to me, but I will be getting the distance in. So that's that. And then the week after is 14 kilometers as my long run. And then the following weekend, I'm in Germany, which I can't believe it's coming up so quickly and that this marathon prep has gone by so fast. But I've definitely learned a lot from prepping for a full marathon in the summer in Vegas. It's been so hot, you guys. I think I've said this before. I haven't been prioritizing my speed, I guess is just the easiest way to put it, because the fast runs just feel so much more strenuous on my body, and right now I'm just focused on getting in the mileage and getting in the time on feet, which is why I've been estimating my long runs as well based on time. To me, it's like if you can run for 3 hours without stopping much, like obviously I stop to pee or like to drink water sometimes, if you can do that, you're pretty much good to go to run a marathon. So the exact distance to me doesn't really matter, but pacing wise, it's hard to say what my pacing has been because I've been running on the track where my watch hasn't really picked it up, but any of the runs that I did outside when I was traveling and in Vancouver and in Canada doing other things, my pacing was pretty solid. I definitely don't think I've gotten any faster, which is fine, but I will say my goal for the winter is to work on my speed a little bit more and just see if I can get maybe my half marathon a little bit faster and just my body a little bit more cardiovascularly fit, so that next time around when I run a marathon, maybe I can beat my PR. We'll see. I'm not like that pressed about it, but it's always fun to continue to progress in some form. And I think I have been putting off my speed work for a while, and I'm ready to challenge myself in that aspect again. I don't know what races I have planned after Berlin. I've been thinking about a couple other ones, but I kind of have to navigate it with my travel schedule, and I've got a lot of travel upcoming, so stay tuned. But I do think I want to run at least one more race this year after Berlin, whether it's a full, whether it's a half. I'm not too pressed. I like racing. What can I say? It's fun to get a medal and have a cute outfit and have like the race vibes. I saw someone make a post the other day on Instagram talking about how she wants to start focusing on running slower, and it was just a really interesting perspective because I do feel like a lot of us constantly strive to get faster and, you know, to hit PRs and whatever, and I'm not really subscribed to that. Like I said, I'm not so pressed on what time I finish my races in. For me, it's more about enjoying the experience. However, I will say if I do get too comfortable and just like, oh, I'm gonna go out and have fun and never challenge myself to push my body to see if I can go faster, it's kind of like the opposite of what this girl was explaining of like, if you're always just like so hard on yourself, trying to push the pace, etc., like you will get burnt out, and that's not healthy. But then on the opposite side of the spectrum, am I being too soft in a way? You know what I mean? So I just had this like dichotomy going on in my brain that I wanted to speak out to you guys, and I'd love your thoughts on that. If you want to share in the comments below, let me know if you feel like you fall to one side versus the other, or if you found a really good balance for yourself. And if you have, I love that for you and help me out. So that's the running update, you guys. I think I have my outfit picked out for Disney. I don't have my outfit picked out for Berlin. I'm still debating between my ASICS Gel Nimbus 27s or my Nike Vomero Pluses for my full marathon. I love both of them for long runs. I've done all three of my long runs with either of those shoes on, and they've all gone well. I haven't had any like crazy blister issues or anything like that. So both will work. I think maybe it'll just depend on what outfit I choose and what shoes match the best. You know, I'm just a girl after all, so we will see. But if you guys have any thoughts on colors that I should choose or outfits that you've seen me wear in past videos that you're like, wear that for the marathon, let me know in the comments below also. Okay, next up in the video, I want to show you guys a new recipe that I've been loving, and my husband has as well. I've been making them for him for the past week or so, and he eats them every day. I made pumpkin bagels the other day. They were phenomenal, but I've been making everything bagels for him, and they're very similar recipes. I posted the pumpkin bagels on my TikTok, so if you want to go see that recipe, check it out over there. But I'm going to show you right now how to make my Greek yogurt everything bagels that are like a little bit higher protein than a regular bagel and super easy to make at home. So without further ado, let's get into that recipe. Okay, so to start our Greek yogurt bagels, you're just going to use a cup of Greek yogurt. I'm doubling this batch, but for one batch of 4 bagels, you're just going to use 1 cup. I'm going to use 2 because my husband requested bigger bagels. In here, and our second cup. And this will be a messy recipe, by the way, so just get prepared for that. So our yogurt's in there, and now we're gonna add in equal parts of all-purpose flour. So I'm gonna add 2 cups, but you guys can add 1 if you just wanna make a normal batch. 1 and 2. Okay, then we're gonna go in with baking powder. For a regular recipe, you're just gonna do 2 teaspoons, but again, I'm doubling it, so I'm gonna do 4 teaspoons. And then I'm just gonna eyeball my salt. About that much is probably good. Now the fun part is you're gonna mix this together until it makes a shaggy dough. I'm gonna mix it with a spoon first, and then I'm gonna go in with my hands. And it does take a bit to mix. I don't know if you could do this in like a hand mixer. I haven't tried, but that may be an option if you have like a dough hook, if you know what I mean. And you basically wanna mix it until there's no more flour at the bottom and the flour is all combined with the Greek yogurt. That looks pretty good. It's definitely going to be a bit sticky, so what I'm going to do is spread flour on my countertop, and then we're going to roll them out into the bagel shapes. And I'm going to knead it another time or 2. Okay, so now I'm going to kind of shape it into a rectangle just so that it's easier to like cut it and split it. Let's try and make this in the middle of the frame so you guys can see. And then we're going to cut this into 8 pieces. So 8 pieces, and then each of these we are going to roll into our bagel shapes. And then all I do for these is I just kind of roll it into like a cylinder shape, if that makes sense, or like a log. And then you want to shape it into your bagel shape, just like that. And we'll do that with the rest. Okay, look how cute. All of our bagels are done. And now I gotta add the topping and then put them in the oven. All I'm doing is I'm taking everything bagel seasoning and a little bit of avocado oil spray, and I'm just gonna lightly spray these and then add the seasoning on top. I don't know if there's a better way to do this, but this is just how I've done them and they work fine. And I mean, who doesn't like an everything bagel, let's be honest. Okay, and then a light dash of salt as well, just to finish them off. And these are gonna go in the oven at 375 for about 20 minutes. Now these 4 are a bit bigger than those ones on accident. I'm just a girl, okay? So these ones might need to cook for closer to 25 minutes, but basically they'll be slightly golden and firm to the touch when they're done. Let's bake up these bagels. Here is what the bagels look like when they are fresh out of the oven. So they'll be golden brown and firm to the touch. I cannot wait for you guys to try this recipe. It's so simple and it saves you buying bagels from the store. Minimal ingredients, so good. Okay, all of my princess costume items arrived from Amazon. I got a 3-pack of tiaras, and I specifically bought these because they have the little like brush comb situation, and I ordered a couple other ones that were so heavy and I was like, there's no way I'm running with these. I also had to get silk gloves, and this might be unhinged, but I'm gonna cut a hole in the thumb and the pointer finger of like the hand that I use my phone on, because I hate it when you have gloves on, especially long gloves like this, and you can't use your phone. So I'm gonna do that. And then I also got these star stickers that I actually got my nail tech to put them on my nails so that I have princess nails for my run, and I think they turned out so cute. It's giving Princess Aurora. So I might actually stick these on my face around my eyes. I know people do like freckle glitter whatever on their face for races, but I think I'm just gonna stick these on my face and call it a day. So that's what we got going on for our princess costume. Okay, I wanted to show you guys what I made for dinner tonight because it's such a quick and easy recipe. I just made the veggies and the squash in the air fryer and the ground beef on the stove. So I'll show you in a sec. So this is butternut squash that I just seasoned in the air fryer with avocado oil and some seasoning. I think I cooked it at 375 for like 15 minutes. Same thing, some broccoli in the air fryer, 12 minutes. I steamed it first though. That's how I made sure that I wasn't like gonna be undercooked. Ground beef, just cook this on the stove, pretty straightforward. And gonna go in with a little bit of avocado to finish it off. And there we have it, butternut squash, broccoli, ground beef, and avocado. Such an easy meal. It took me like less than 20 minutes, and it's full of micronutrients and protein. Also, a little book update for you guys, because I think I was talking about this in my last video, Deja Brew by Celestine Martin. I started getting into my fall reads because I'm on a mission to find a cozy 5-star read for you guys. And I did finish this yesterday, or the day before yesterday actually. Unfortunately, it's not a 5-star. I gave it a 3.25, I think. I enjoyed it, but it was a little bit chewy / cringy to me, and I think I touched on that in my video that I just made. The plot was definitely giving fall, talked a lot about Halloween. It was set in October, and the main character is a witch who like has to redo the month of October, so you're getting a lot of fall festival, pumpkin carving, hay mazes, all these things. So the setting itself, like if you're looking for just a very atmospheric fall read, go ahead and read this, but I don't think it's going to be a 5-star for most of you guys, if I had to take a guess. It just felt a little bit corny, but if you like that kind of thing, check it out. So next up I picked up You Again, and this is by Kate Goldbeck. This is a very popular, famous book, especially on Book Talk, and there's also a movie, I believe, that was made after this book that I want to watch when I'm done reading this. I started it yesterday, you guys. I'm already 115 pages in, and it's going by very fast. I'm really enjoying the pacing. I wouldn't say this is a fall specific book, even though the cover kind of gives you that illusion. The scene I already read in the book, it happened kind of towards the beginning, and obviously that scene was giving fall because it was set in New York during the fall time, very cozy energy. But the book itself is set over like multiple years, and I feel like already 115 pages in, we have covered a lot of ground. Like it's been 8 years, 10 years already, and like I feel like I know the characters. I don't feel like we skipped over super integral parts without like giving too much context, if that makes sense. Like she's good at pacing. I'm gonna leave it at that. And I'm liking the banter. I know a lot of people say that the main male character is very insufferable, and I totally can see that, but it's not insufferable to the point where I'm like, I can't read this. I think I'm kind of enjoying that dynamic right now, but stay tuned. I will update you guys on my thoughts, but I just wanted to share that I started this. I'm 115 pages in and I'm enjoying it, but I wouldn't say it's like a fall read. I want to close off this video by showing you guys my new favorite Lululemon dress. I just got it in the mail, and I think they launched this as part of their like US Open collab, or like collection, I guess is the right word. But when I tell you I'm going to Disneyland next week, and I think this is going to be like the perfect amusement park dress. Okay, please hold. If we'll focus, if we'll get brighter, that would be great. This is the scoop neck cutout tennis dress from Lulu. I love the white detailing with the navy. And the best part is we've got built-in shorts with this like sticky anti-roll feature, so we're not gonna ride up. And the shorts have pockets. The back has a little cutout, which I think is super cute. And the best feature is that the shorts in the back aren't attached. So if you need to use the washroom, you can just pull them down and you don't have to take the whole dress off, which I think is genius. So I just wanted to share this with you guys because I'm obsessed. It's a size small. I'm gonna have it linked in my Lululemon creator storefront for you guys. But with that being said, that's a wrap on today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next week for my Disneyland half marathon vlog. Bye guys.